working closely with the IRC, specifically Kulea Watoto Project. This project coincides with the National Integrated Early Childhood Programming in Uganda. And for Kyegegwa, specifically in early childhood development, we are using the two-generational approach by Kulea Watoto. This specifically covers one area of parents' involvement and the other area direct intervention with the early childhood learners in schools. I must mention that before the inception of this project, we had ECDs, but some ECDs were not formalized. And we looked at formalizing our ECDs in terms of registration and licensing. I am happy that IRC Kulea Watoto Project took it up basically to do formalization of these ECDs, and as we talk, a total of over 52 ECDs have been licensed and supported to license. They have supported over 30 ECDs to have functional structures. Specifically, we are talking about ECD committees in terms of center management committees. And this is one of the key areas of interventions, because ECD in Uganda, as we all know, is under the community engagement and the private sector. So for us to have functional center management committees really realigns with the second approach of community engagement and involvement. And in that line, we have gone ahead to also do capacity enhancement training of center management committees. Every committee has a total of 9 members, and for the 30 committees that have been trained in across the host and the refugee schools, this is quite a big number where we have formalized and trained all these members. But also we need to take note of the improvement in infrastructure in most of these centers of learning. That ECD structures, at least in 11 centers, have been improved in terms of learning space. We have been able to revamp and refurbish the ECD centers, but also provide materials like mats. You know, these learners don't sit on no chairs. We have been able to get materials like mats and also the playing materials. Most of them, ECD is play-centered. And therefore, if you have a successful ECD system, then the plays must be in schools, so that in ECD centers, so that learners can benefit from the play. But there is one strategic improvement area of advocacy which I want to really emphasize. This is reactivation of the Integrated Early Childhood Development Committee of the district. We have had this from 2018. We have had the District Integrated Early Childhood Development Committee. We have had support initially from government and UNICEF to have these committees operational. The truth is that with the Kulea Watoto two-generational approach project, we have been able to revamp, reorient up to the grassroots. We have reoriented the district committee. We have supported reinforcement, but we have also oriented this district committee, and now most of the members, all the 15 active members, know their roles and responsibilities in terms of delivering ECD services. The other very good intervention is that a total of 5 sub-counties, including 2 town councils, have been supported to form the IECD committees and have been oriented on their roles and responsibilities. And this for us eases our mobilization role in terms of bringing on board the community. But also this has supported the formation of parish ECD committees, and then we go to the village ECD committees. And remember, most of the direct services, the coordinated services, are offered from the ECD centers in the villages. So we look now going forward at sustainability, because now that the structures are in for ECD services, we have already trained them. We have taken them on in terms of alignment into the work plans. We have taken them on in terms of appreciating coordination of ECD services. Now we look at sustainability plan. We intend that in these now very active sub-counties and town councils, now if we can be able to move to the other and expand to the other remaining sub-counties, 13 of them in the district, this would be very good, because you don't know the administrator who will be in the given administrative area the next day. So what we need to do is to scale up. We need to scale up so that all the other entities are on board. Of course, we have a few challenges, and these are to do with the mindset in the moment, and we need to do a lot of mobilization. We have the other challenge of ECD infrastructure. It is still a big challenge. We have a challenge of limited play materials. Learners have now started coming up in schools, but there is need for also improving our supply of play materials. We have a challenge of reorienting and training of caregivers. We very well know that this is a new phenomenon, and the caregivers, we have not had a lot of certification for them. So there is a lot of attrition for the caregivers, and therefore we have to improve on investment into the caregivers, so that at some time, if we have been able to facilitate training of some of these caregivers, we are able to have an agreement with them for how long are you going to serve us now that we have trained you, so that we manage attrition of most of these caregivers. But going forward, I think we would want to have more of these interventions, probably in a bigger spectrum, so that we are able to cover a big area, since ECD is highly wanting, and we still want to improve our level of escalation to other areas. Thank you very much.